Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Well, dear students, today we are going to have a session on the glossary. That means the difficult words that we have to see in the poem, The Wind. And the very first word here, as I believe is given in your list in the book, that is toss. Toss, I believe, is not that difficult a word. It simply means to throw. Normally, you must have heard this word in the games like toss of the coin. That means decide which team is going to go first, and that's it. So it means throw, and opposite or the antonym that we can have is to catch. So throw is the synonym or meaning same, and catch is the word which is opposite to word throw. Like we can say, he tossed the ball to his friend. So that is how we can use it in the sentence as well. The next phrase I have here is kites on high. Well, it simply means that actually in the context of the poem, it means that the wind is tossing the kites on high, which means the kites are aloft. They have been sent up, and antonym would be the kites are grounded, which means they are brought down. So kites on high means to take the kites up or aloft, and antonym will be the kites grounded. And we can use it in the sentence like the wind kept the kites on high for hours. So that is how we can use it in the sentence. Well, the third phrase, actually I have added a few words apart from the glossary that is given in your book. So the third phrase I have here is blow the birds about the sky. So, well, as far as the synonym is concerned, we may say gust. That means to blow something and to move something, and the antonym can be stillness. That means stopping somewhere or not moving at all. So how can we use this word in a sentence, dear students? I must advise you that you need to keep on making your own sentences as well in order to understand these words correctly. So if you are going to use them in your sentences, you will be able to remember them correctly. So how can we use this word in a sentence? A strong wind blew the birds about the sky. That means it took them, the wind actually, that is keeping them up in the sky. The next word that we have here is all around. I heard you pause. So once again, we have a phrase here or a line here which means that the poet or the young boy, as the poet is narrated by him, he feels that he is surrounded, or the wind has surrounded him all over, and so that can be the synonym. And what word can be used an antonym or opposite meaning? Well, we may use the word isolate. That means to keep somebody alone. So how can we use this word or this phrase in the sentence? All around I heard you pass through the tall trees. So that is how we can use this word in the sentence of well, dear students, the next thing that we need to explain is like, ladies skirt, rather skirts across the grass. Well, as it is starting with the word like, so actually here we come across a simile, but actually it means that when the wind is there, it actually touches the grass like the lady's long skirts. So it means rustle across the grass, and the antonym, and that actually produces a little sound that we can hear, and the antonym of the word can be silence, when there is no sound at all. So how can we use this word in the sentence? We may say the leaves moved like lady skirts across the grass. So the same sound is produced when the trees move about across the grass as the lady skirts. And the next word we have here is upblowing. Well, this word has been repeated in our poem. Actually, it means blowing for the sake of lyricism, actually, or to bring the lyrical element. The poet has used the word upblowing. So upblowing means the blowing of wind, and the antonym can be the stillness or still, and obviously we can use it sentence very easily. The wind was blowing all afternoon or all day, whatever you want to do. Next is sing so loud a song. Well, here definitely we have explained it, that it is a metaphor actually, when the poet is saying that the wind is singing so loud a sound, and actually it means the whistle of the wind. When the wind is blowing, definitely it produces a sound, and the whistling sound is produced, and the opposite to it will be quiet or quietness, when there is no sound at all. So how can we use this word in the sentence? The wind was so loud a song, or the wind sings actually so loud a song in say the mountains or in the empty fields. So you can use this word in your sentence like that. The next word is different things you did. Actually, here the emphasis is on the different things, which means the various acts that are being performed, or actions that are performed by the wind as it is tossing the kites on high, or it is moving the things object, pushing against me, and all that. And what can be the antonym, because here the word various is the key, so the opposite will be sameness. That means doing the same thing, but here the wind is doing so many things, so many different things actually. And how can we use that in our sentence? We may say that I noticed the different things you did to help us. So that is how we can use this word in our sentences. Well, the next phrase here is you yourself you hid. Well, here again, the poet is saying that the wind has an invisible quality. So we may say that it actually means to conceal or hide yourself from somebody, and obviously the antonym will be to reveal or come in front. So how can we use this word in our sentence, dear students? We may say, you yourself, you hide, but your voice is everywhere. We can say that about the wind, because although it is invisible, but the whistling of wind or blowing, that can be heard by everyone. And the next word here is the push. Push actually means to show. Again, the young boy in the poem, actually who's narrating it, he feels the push of the poem. So show, and the antonym would be to pull. Obviously, the wind is pushing, not pulling the young boy. So I believe it is a simple word. We may use it in our sentence like, he gave the door a gentle push, obviously to open it. And the next word that we can discuss is the word call, and which means to address or to shout. And what can be the antonym? Obviously shouting is a little louder thing, and if you say something in a gentle voice, that would mean a little whisper. So how can you use this word call in our sentence? I believe it is easy. Shall I do it, or I believe you can do it yourself? Okay, let me do it for you. Just one sentence. The shepherd gave a loud call to his flock. Okay, or I called my friends to be attentive. So that is how we can use this word in our sentence. Well, the next words that we have here are strong and cold. Actually, that shows the strength of the wind. And we may say that for the word strong, we may use the word powerful. And obviously, for cold, we may use the word chilly. That means freezing or cold. And what can be the antonym? Well, obviously, for strong, we may say weak, and for cold or chilly, we may use the word warm. So, actually, it shows the strength, the power, the might of the wind, and obviously, as it is the winter wind, so it is quite chilly as well. So, how can you use this word in our sentence? The strong and cold wind made walking difficult. Obviously, it is difficult to walk in the strong and cold wind. Well, dear students, the next word we have here is blower. Blower actually means, we have already said blowing or pushing or something like that in our previous few minutes. So here we have blower, which actually means the one which makes gust or gust maker. And antonym can be a calm or peaceful thing. So blower means which is actually tossing things up or blowing something. So how can we use this word in our sentences? As we use fans in summer, we may say the blower in the fan kept the air cool. So that is how this word can be used in sentence. The next is, are you young or old? So here actually, if you remember the poem itself, the poet or the young boy who is narrating this poem is asking the wind, and this you is actually used for the wind, and the narrator is asking, well, are you young or old? stronger than me because he is himself a young child. So actually, it simply means young can be substituted by the word juvenile, and old obviously can be substituted by aged. So these are the synonyms and antonyms of that can be used. Well, what can be the sentence that we have here? She asked the old tree, are you young or old? Obviously, that can also be asked by a young child. And the next word here on the list, as we are coming closer to the end of this session, that is beast of field and tree. So again, this is associated with the wind, and beast actually mean wild creature present in the jungle or forest. And what can be the antonym? That can be a pet or domestic animal. So that is how we can have the word similar meaning and opposite to it. What are the beasts of field and tree? Any animal which is roaming free in the jungle, and especially if it is a ferocious kind of animal like a lion or tiger. So we may use this word in our sentence like, the lion is a beast of field and tree in the story. That is how we can use it in the sentence. We have come just to the last of our words, or I believe just one more word can be discussed. Stronger child than me. Again, as I told you, in the previous we said that are you younger or older? Now the young boy is asking, stronger child than me. That means more powerful than me. And the antonym obviously will be weaker. So we can say my brother is a stronger child than me in sports. Well, if your brother is, then you should write it. And in your glossary, actually means that something which is not obvious, or that is not present in our before our eyes. And obviously the antonym will be visible or present. So we can use it in the sentence like, the invisibility of wind made the child curious. So dear students, here we have come to the end of our today's session. I hope by explaining all these phrases and words, especially in the context of poem, will make it a lot easier for us to understand this poem more clearly. Thank you very much.